morning.
Thank you. Welcome to our spring play called The Tadpole and the Caterpillar. I'm pretty excited because this is our first play that we have done where we have had people have individual parts. They had to memorize stuff and they've done a really good job. But if you happen to see me whispering words, it's okay. It's going to be really great and it's really cute. And afterwards we invite you to come and have refreshments with us in the Asbury room. If you feel so inclined to sing along, there's lyrics in your bulletin. All right, we're ready to go. Once upon a time, there was a tadpole who swam in a pond in a garden. She was very small and thin, and she looked just like a head stuck on a tail. Her name was Taylor. She had lots of brothers and sisters who looked just like her, and a mother and a father who didn't look like her at all. In fact, they didn't even have tails. They just had legs, and instead of swimming, they went jumping about. One day, a bird flew over and landed on the rocks where Taylor was swimming.
Good morning. Good gracious, what are you? I am a tadpole, and my name is Taylor. What did you say you were? A tadpole, but one day I will grow into a frog. Ha ha, like one day I'll turn into a fish. Small and thin, round and flat. Now where did you manage to look like that? Black love, no legs to jump. Will never ever be a frog.
And the bird angrily flew away. Later that afternoon, some children who were taking a really long hike came by the pond to look at the tadpoles.
One day, the tadpoles were turned to frogs. Oh no, they won't ever turn to frogs. Oh dear. Look, some bears started growing legs. She only looks like a head stuck on a tail. She won't ever turn into a frog.
The children went back along their way. Taylor was very sad. She thought she would never turn into a frog. Because she was so sad, she turned around and bumped smack into a goldfish she was swimming in the pond.
Hey, look where I got. There's too many people in this pond. Besides, you shouldn't be swimming here. It's got a fish pond, not a tadpole pond. There's no room to move. There's no space to swim. This much to gotta be. Cause I've heard she's a small black lump with no legs to jump. She'll never ever be a frog.
The goldfish was so mad she swam away to another pond. Taylor was so incredibly sad she couldn't stop crying. I said she couldn't stop crying. She thought by now that she would never ever turn into a pond. Then it started to rain and the pond became fuller and fuller until one of the the lily leaves crawled a caterpillar.
Stop crying, I'm trying to find someone to sleep.
And hearing this, Taylor immediately stopped crying.
What are you so sad about?
Then Taylor explained to the caterpillar how the bird had told her she would never be a frog, and then how the children had laughed at her, and finally how the goldfish had told her off for being in the pond.
I will never be a frog. Don't stop crying. Nature never starts without finishing it. One day I will be a butterfly like you will be a frog. Did you say you would be a butterfly? Listen, Taylor. Long and green, I mean wide and flat. What had you never think I will look like that? Now wings to fly like going drowning by. Just one day I will look like that. Like one day you will be a frog.
Taylor began to feel happier. Then she felt something growing. There were 2 legs sticking out behind her.
Look, you have legs. I should get going, but when I come back, I won't look the same. Me either.
After quite some time, a frog that was very plump and green jumped nimbly onto one of the rocks in the water. She looked at herself and thought how fine she looked. Then she saw another reflection in the water, and she knew just who it was.
What a nice frog you are. And what a beautiful butterfly you are. Some things just take a little longer.
Thank you so much. Please join us for refreshments.